To give you an example, this cost I think 25 bucks and that part cost 250. So by extrapolation, that means that one should last us 20 years, right? Because this lasted us 2. Do you think that'll work? A Defender as a daily driver. A whole 1 week after we did our video, we'd been to the beach, we had a lovely picnic on the beach, it was nobody else, it was just the two of us, it was just heavenly, absolutely heavenly. And on the way back, our lovely Dakota decided it actually didn't want to drive anymore.
I like to ride at a certain height, it's a lot better, you can see further, and it's a lot less fuel consumption.
And a personal chauffeur.
And a chauffeur, I mean, come on, what's not to like?
So dude, what do you think?
No idea, could be anything, could be the fuel pump, lift pump, it could be the cut-off solenoid again, I don't know. It runs for about 3 seconds and it cuts out. There's no power at all. There might be air in there. There might be a blockage in the fuel pump, in the fuel filter. Could be anything.
And we ended up getting a nice chauffeur drive back to Cognac. And you might be wondering what the problem was. It was quite worrying because there was some smoke coming out of the turbo. So we thought it might be that. Figured it must be something wrong with the fuel, something or other, you know, because it was just starting and then not. You'll see the videos. But it turns out that, remember 2 years ago in Croatia we got scuppered by one tiny little part? Well, it was the same thing. Remember in the video Marcel explains that he chose a non-OEM part to fix it, because at the time that was what our budget could afford. So here we have the new one. This is the fuel lift pump. In Croatia we replaced it with this electric one. Still also greasy. And then this is the part that Marcel changed it with. This is a non-OEM part, basically a cheap knockoff. It did give us 2 years of driving, so you kind of like weigh it up, but at the end of it we then had to pay extra for the towing fee. So if it's just a budgetary decision, you know, that's something that you really have to consider. Look, at the end of the day, I mean, things are going to happen. I don't know, do you remember the Dulux ad? There was a really cool Dulux ad in South Africa when we were growing up, and it was about the big hairy Dulux dog, and he was like shaking and doing whatever and knocking things against the wall, and their slogan at the time was, "It handles life's knocks beautifully." And you know, that's what we need to do. If you're driving a classic like this, you need to be able to just take the rolls with the punches. You know, what's the expression? You need to roll with the punches, that's it. The same thing, you know, life is going to happen, you are going to have breakdowns, you are going to have whatever. We were without our car for about 2 weeks, but as Marcel has said before, we live across the road from the garage, we're living in a small village, we don't need to really drive much because we work from home at the moment, lockdown, there's the advantage of lockdown. And luckily this happened now before we head out onto our big adventures. So, daily driver, yes, it's still our daily driver, but these things happen. How are you going to respond? I know we're going to get roasted, so go for it, enjoy it. We're looking forward to hearing your comments down below.
I hope you enjoyed this one. See you on the next one, and keep rolling.